Next, I'd like to invite Eileen Hayes, who has a lot of experience with trying to get folks employed and so on.
Services to over 15,000 people in general, and over 300 go through our training programs and our recovery shelter program. At least 60% of the men and women in our training programs and 90% of the folks that live with us in our recovery program have some sort of criminal background, and many, if not most, are felons. Our guests come to Amos House because they want a second chance. They're tired of the cycle of incarceration and homelessness and unemployment, and recognize that addiction plays an enormous role in their justice-involved histories. For most, the toll of addiction and incarceration has eroded the belief that they can have a life in which they can have a place to call home and a job where they can support themselves and their families. Many have had jobs under the table, with employers who take advantage of the fact that they cannot get a legitimate job because of the felony charges on their record. These men and women are survivors and will do almost anything to earn a living. Coming to Amos House becomes the first of many steps that they take on their road to recovery. Unfortunately, when they're ready to change, they're faced with a multitude of barriers to earning a living wage and meaningful work. I remember James Montero saying over and over again, it's not about a job, it's about a meaningful job that will keep people from going back to prison. We started a culinary and carpentry training program over 20 years because they were both forgiving industries, and that people with records could get jobs as cooks and laborers. We've graduated over 500 people, many of them acquiring their first real job. But as I reviewed the list of the graduates, I also know that many of them are not working in either of those industries, and they move on to other careers. Anecdotally, I believe that many came to us because they couldn't get any job in any field because of their records, and a culinary job is better than no job. But in many ways, we're asking our guests to be round pegs in square holes. There are over 200 occupational licenses. Right? I looked at that list and I couldn't believe it. That put up barriers for people with criminal records. If someone has served his or her sentence and wanted to be a pipe fitter or a massage therapist or a tattoo artist for that matter, they couldn't get a license to work legally in their trade. Can someone help me understand how a lead renovator with a felony charge is a risk to society? What about a barber? Do any of us ask our hairdresser if they are criminalized background if they have a license? We really. If we truly believe that a prison sentence is designed to rehabilitate an offender, then why do we continue to treat people, returning citizens, as if they were still criminals, as if they were still behind the bars? Our experience at Amos House bears witness to the incredible power of meaningful work. In my many years at Amos House, I've been there for 18 years, I started doing back-of-the-envelope counts, and we have over 75 men and women that have worked in our organization with felony charges. Currently, we have 26 men and women on our staff, and they're in various positions. They're program coordinators, they're job developers, they're working in our housing, and I trust my life with them. Of those individuals who have worked here over the 18 years I've been there, to my knowledge, only 3 have come back to prison, and only 1 with a new charge. Not only do our staff earn a living, but they also have access to benefits and a 401k plan and an opportunity to give back in a meaningful way to our community. Yes. At Amos House, we believe that when we offer opportunity that creates sustainable change without barriers that set unrealistic and insurmountable obstacles, we can all rise to our best selves. Why should a returning citizen who has done his or her time for a past crime not be given an equal opportunity to succeed? We are deeply concerned about recidivism rates and the cost of incarceration, not only in terms of the monetary cost, but also the tremendous emotional and psychological costs on individuals and families. and yet we continue to make our community members serve time outside the walls. The data bears out that the best antidote to recidivism, as Senator Met says, is housing, a meaningful job, and a strong family and community connection. When people can't earn a decent wage, the other things fall away. When people get discouraged or feel worthless, they're more likely to reoffend. Creating changes in the licensing laws would be a tremendous boost not only to our economy, but to the future of so many of the children of our returning citizens. If this change was coupled with Attorney General Nerona's legislation to reduce simple possession charges from a felony to a misdemeanor, it would be a powerful reform in our state. Amos House is here to stand shoulder to shoulder with the campaign for licensing, and we appreciate so much the work that Mayor has done and others have done on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
A couple of things in wrapping up. I don't know if you've all been involved in these fights that happen up here, but they ain't easy. There are a lot of folks that don't care. A lot of folks in this room do care, so we got to make that connection, right? So there's a sign-up sheet going around. Hopefully, if there isn't one that you see or it's full up, I get some volunteers to make some more sign-up sheets. We want you to capture your information so that we can then contact you later to tell you when the hearings are, or tell you what particular legislators need a little bit of a push and need your conversation, need your story. We also need your story. So if any of you are involved and have a story that has to do with this, we want you to come to DARE. We're on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock. And the more folks we can have there, the more power we have up here to make these changes. And just if anybody's here with the media, we have a couple of people that are prepared to talk to media. One of them is Sarah, who did a great job over here. And another is James Montero right here in the front. He's also helping lead this charge. So with all that, thank you, and we'll hope to see you in the fight.